Hey guys, it's Sally, and welcome to December Daily Day 13. Today I am working on the back of yesterday's hexagon fold over. I took a photo of my paper whites that are blooming downstairs in my kitchen. I forced those bulbs inside. They call it forcing when you bring them inside into the warm air, and I did that I think in November, so they've been growing for a while now, and they're blooming, which is awesome. So I went ahead and just fixed my template there. This is a template, again, that was included in the December Daily Product Play 3 workshop, and I'm cutting half of a hexagon there or cutting my photo into that shape so that it can adhere onto the back of yesterday's folded over hexagon. So that's going to be the start of my page. The story that I'm telling today is just about being tired. And if you are also feeling tired right now or a little overwhelmed, you are not alone. You're going to see in a minute here how I decided to just journal a little bit about that on a tag. And you can go ahead to my blog and download the Just Tired word art if you want that for yourself. There's a link to download it on today's blog post. As I was getting ready for today, I was kind of looking at the foundation pages that I have coming up and decided that I wanted to make a space for some words, make a space for journaling using one of the 4x6 tags. First, I looked at the 3x4 tags, and that still totally could have worked, but I ended up going with the 4x6 sized tag and then trimming it down, as you're going to see in a minute here, because the other side just has a pattern on it. And I know that for the 14th, I'm not going to need the other side of anything because I'm going to have that fold up that I already did during the prep party. So that's just there and waiting for a story that will happen sometime tomorrow. So I went ahead and took that 4x6 tag and I trimmed it so that it was 4.25 inches tall. And I actually you'll see in a minute, I switched to a different tag so that the pattern was a little more muted. I went with the Fall Law one instead of the Merry and Bright. But I measured that, and this tag ends up being 4 inches wide by 4.25 or 4.25 tall. And then in Photoshop, I made up a journaling card using that Just Tired word art. It sounds funny when I say it. Just Tired word art, and trimmed it to fit on the back of that tag. So the other side has the Fa La La. Tomorrow I'll probably add something on there, or I may just leave it. And then I went ahead and adhered my journaling block, and I sized my journaling block just to the same dimension. So 4 inches wide by 4.25 tall. And then I'm cutting off the excess. So there was a little bit of extra of the tag. So just cutting it to fit how the journaling block came out on my printer. Used the Power Punch to go ahead and punch the hole in the tag. And I was a little bit nervous once I got to this part again. I was like, oh my God, no, I didn't leave space for the holes, but I got lucky. So I didn't have my words too close over to the edge, and so I was able to line that up there and use the Power Punch to punch the holes in it. Went through like one word, but I decided that you can still read what it says. I also added a chipboard star from one of the chipboard bundles. It says Quiet December Day, which was a lot of what today was. And I'm just tired, so writing about that was real. This is Peppermint Lane red and white trim. I've been using it all over in my album, so I'm going to add another piece in there and use my tiny attacher to staple it. And then the other thing that I did in the end that I didn't get on camera was I grabbed my date stamp and added the date right on top. Just simple, easy, quick rolling date stamp.